Hey, what's up, YouTube? I know it's been a while. I'm making a video just going over a trade I took last night. A buddy of mine was asking me for some videos, and I know I haven't posted in a while, so I thought it'd be a good chance to go ahead and kind of uh, knock out two birds with one stone. So this trade is it's a breakdown trade. What I was looking at was the market was kind of failing. We're downtrending. You can see we were selling off in here. This trade is from last evening. It was right in this pocket, right in here, um, around 6 o'clock. So I've been taking some overnight trades. Uh, I say overnight, but I just mean an overnight session. So I'm not trading late. I might trade like around, maybe 2 or 3 hours after the market has reopened in the evening. And that's because some of the mornings haven't been so great for me. So this has just been working out better with my schedule, and I've just been finding some really good opportunities. Thank God. So, and that's it is what it is. So I have this imported into TradeZilla, so I'm going to do a replay here, and I'm going to walk you through what I saw in the market. So this trade started right around, let's see, right in here somewhere. It was around the 5 o'clock hour, something like that, and that's my time. I'm Pacific or Mountain Standard Time. So you can see the market was pushing up just a little bit, so it did a little bit of a bounce, and what I don't have mapped out here are these zones that you see. So there was a zone right in here that I was looking at, um, and the bottom of the zone was 911, which was right in here, and then it went up to 936. But within that, there's like a mini zone, and that was the let's see, it was 920 up to 925. So it's a 5 point zone, so it's really tight. And so the market had pushed up right to the bottom of that. So that's right here. Mark that. And the top of that was going to be right in here. So I was looking for that, and the bottom of the zone was going to be right here. The top of the zone was in here. So I was actually trying to go long, and so the trade before I did try to go long. So I was trying to catch the base, and I was looking for a bigger push up, and that didn't happen. We failed, and I ended up taking a loss on the trade because I entered the trade a little bit late. So that after I saw that we rejected here, then I was ready to go short, and so I'm just kind of just waiting to see what's going to happen. As long as we keep making lower highs, then we want to go short. And in this case, because we had come down here to this point a few times, we're making this breakdown pattern. Okay. And so we're about to break through that. And so if we just draw over here, it's a bit of a breakdown. About to break that and come on down. So, okay. So you can see we're starting to fail, but it looks like we might be pushing up a little bit. But here is where I decided to go ahead and enter short. And so I was hoping we would just get a breakdown, um, but you'll see what happens there. And target wise, what I'm looking at is, we wanted to get right through this S1, and then I'm looking at S2, but more importantly, I'm looking at these hourly candles here, and the base of the hourly candles was 74. So I thought we had potential to do a quick flush, and because we had come down to this area, so many times, that's when you're looking for a quick flush, breaking below these zones. And, we're looking for like a 20, 30, 40 point drop. But I was trying to be conservative. You can see I just added on to my position because we're making lower highs. Um, I want to be conservative. And, sometimes we hit a pivot always at about the 90 area, 90 or 91. And so I had my orders set to go ahead and buy at, I think it was like 91.50, right around there. So half my position was here. I entered another half here, and now I'm just kind of waiting for that breakdown. So I'm not gonna lie, I was a little nervous because we were pushing back up to just above my second entry, but it's still within the plan. It's still within the plan. It's just not perfectly executed. And I think this is about where we should see the breakdown. And when it happens, it happens so fast. So we were looking to break below this 907, and once we saw the break below 907, I was expecting like a little bit of a hesitancy right around the 900, but then I was looking for just a quick drop, and I thought 85 would have been safe, um, but I figured taking profit around 91.50 was a good bet. Turns out I did leave some money on the table, but that's okay. You can see it turned out to be a pretty good trade, uh, and you can see that right here. There we go. So you can see we broke through, and this is uh, the speed that it's moving, and that's like how fast it moved last night. And so it just dropped really well. And I was out. So I ended up taking profit right in here. It was the 91 level, but you can see it just continued to drop. And sure enough, guess where it pivoted? It was about the 74 mark, which is right here. This is exactly what I was looking for in terms of where it might be able to go to. But again, just being conservative because, it doesn't always work out the way you want it to. And this was enough for me. So that gave me, I think it was just under 20 points. Yeah. So I was a little heavy. I was 10 contracts in. So I got about 19 points on it, something like that. And so that's this here. And then at the moment, I'm only trading 5 accounts. So still really good profit. It was a 30-minute trade. Really good money though. So, thank God it worked out fine. And it's been a great week. But so that's a nice breakdown, and what you could have been looking at is, even on the smaller time frame here, you could have been looking at what it was doing right there, so it was making a small trend line, and we're pretty bearish. So the idea is for it to continue to make lower highs to consolidate, and as it gets closer to this trend line and the highs are becoming even lower, that's a even greater spot to go ahead and take an entry. You could have waited for the break, um, and then looking for a retest and like a continuation. And again, still looking at the area over here with the pivot point of being down about 74. So it's 19,874. That could have been your target once it came back up to the 95 area, and then you could have went short. But um, you could have tried to time it with the break, just below here at 907. So you could have had like uh, a sell stop order. So as soon as the market reached this price right here, your sell order would have went through, and then you would have just went with the market. So those can be dangerous, So I'm not giving you advice on how to do that, but these are just different ways that you could have approached something like this. Um, that's it. So I hope you found this video useful. If you have any questions, comments, go ahead and drop that down in the section below. And that's it. Thanks for tuning in. I'll see you guys in the next one.